Welcome back to our championship charge coverage right here on NewsNet 5. He's Brad Sellers. I'm Andy Baskin. Game 1 between the Bulls and Cavaliers at the Q Monday night at 7. Your thoughts on this series?
Well, I just think it's going to be a hard-fought series. I think ultimately Cleveland comes out on top. I just think that if we are attentive to our game plan and following the instinct of our lead player, LeBron James, I think we'll be all right at the end.
All right, Brad, how much of an impact is not having Kevin Love or J.R. Smith in this series?
Well, listen, there's a loss. There's a significant loss, but I think we have ample enough strength on the bench to kind of compensate in groups for the loss. I just think that it rests on the shoulder of our two players, LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, to really set the table for victory to be achieved here.
How much different will it be? And I said for the series, wasn't talking about J.R. Smith, but how much missing him in the first 2 games, what is that going to mean?
Well, it's a crimp in the game plan. It is. J.R. has played spectacularly since he was acquired in the trade. I just think that someone's going to have to step up. It's next man up. That is the saying, and that is what's going to be necessary to hold the ship down until he returns here in Game 3.
What Bulls team are we going to see? The game that they had the first chance to close out where they had trouble with the Milwaukee Bucks, or when they went back up to Milwaukee and just blew the Bucks out of the water?
Well, I think for purposes of being said, I don't think Chicago knows what team is going to show up. It's been sporadic. It's been sporadic all year. We don't know exactly who is going to show up here in this arena here tomorrow night. So it could be the team that closed out by 40 points, or it could be the team that took lumps in games 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with that being said, we have to come out and just establish ourselves as a predominant team here at home, to come out and make sure that we don't give up home court advantage in the first opening round of the series.
What scares you about the Cavaliers in this series? I think, and I'll say the one thing is Perkins getting into foul trouble, Mozgov getting into foul trouble. That is a big concern for me going into this series.
Well, I think the only thing, Andy, I'm really concerned about is just this. I want us to play within ourselves. We have established the way we've played since the acquisition of our 3 players, and that has put us in a great rhythm for the remainder of the season. Now, what I don't want to do is get outside of myself, especially since I don't have Kevin and I don't have JR for the first 2 games. You got to stay with what has gotten you to this point.
All right, as we look at the series and kind of just take a big snapshot of it, Game 3 seems to be a concern for you because we've talked about this because Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson and David Blatt will be walking into Chicago for the first time.
Well, listen,
during the playoffs.
Well, listen, Chicago's no place to be trifled with. They are well stored in their championship quest, and they have a great fan base that will be there to represent the city of Chicago to its fullest. But with that being said, I have the preeminent player in this game here who has seen just about everything thrown at him, and when he sets the table right, like he has done all season long, this team has done nothing but follow.
All right, can the Cavaliers bury I don't remember what team you were on with the shot. I can't remember your part. Oh, you threw the inbounds pass on that.
Right.
But that was a year the Bulls weren't supposed to beat the Cavaliers. Can they kind of bury? If the Cavaliers can take care of the Bulls, is there a chance that we can just kind of forget about that somewhere down the road here at some point?
Yeah, well, you would hope that would occur, but for 25 years, I don't think the thing has occurred.
It's still hurting me,
but I will tell you this. The irony of this is that in '89, we were not supposed to beat Cleveland in this series, and we had the exact same record, 50-32, coming into the series that Chicago has this year. So for me, it really is a dial back of the clock, and but this time, we have a team. We have a solid team that has been tested. So now I just want to make sure that as a team we go out and play basketball the way we know how to play.
All right, Brad, excellent stuff. We'll see you on our championship charge coverage, not only here on NewsNet 5, but on NewsChannel 5 as well. Have a great time and enjoy Game 1. Cavaliers Bulls at the Q Monday night at 7.